Hello everybody, it's Jessica from TrenCita Johnson. Welcome back to our channel for this new tutorial. I'm going to show you how to do this half-up style with Dutch braids and then to transform it into a fancy side ponytail. If you're new on our channel, please subscribe and click the notification bell for not missing any new tutorial. Here I'm showing you the parting that I do for the half-up style. So go until the side neckline and do like from the middle parting until the neck one line, and then you part this portion into two more or less equal parts. Then I tie them off with hair elastics and I start with the braid that's going to be right over the ear. So section off a tiny part of hair in the front, separate three more or less equal strands and start to do a regular Dutch braid. So bring the strand from the top under the middle strand and then add in a tiny portion of hair. At the beginning you want to take only little amount of hair for having a neater result and to start the braid slim, tiny, not so thick. So always bring first under the middle strand the upper strand and then add in hair. Tighten in between, hold the strand under the middle strand and then add in hair. Here again, go with thumb and index finger holding the upper strand under the middle strand and add in hair. I don't know if the explanation makes a lot of sense to you, but if you try it, you will see what I mean. So bring again the upper strand under the middle strand, add in some hair and tighten in between. This is a regular Dutch braid where I'm trying to keep the braid in the middle of the parted hair. So not a lace braid where you just add in from one side. We are adding from both sides every time that we brought under the outer strand to the middle. So add in hair. I'm going to link you some other tutorials where I'm also braiding Dutch braids so that you can see it perhaps from another angle. And you braid until there's no more hair to add in. Try to keep it neat, tighten in between and keep your fingers always close to the scalp. It's helpful to tie off with a little elastic or with some clips the other part of the hair that you have already parted before. So, and then just braid a regular normal Dutch braid with bringing the strands under instead of over. Keep it neat, brush out in between. You can always use some water, some gel. I like to use argan oil for not having it very tangled, the hair, and to have it smooth. And then the first braid is done. Now we're going to switch to the second braid right above the first one. And again, sectioning off a tiny bit of hair from the front, splitting it into three equal sections, and now bring the upper strand under the middle, the strand from down under the middle, and again add in some hair. And you see I take the portion of hair that I'm adding in until the middle. This is where I want to have the braid sit in later. Bring the strand from under the middle strand, add in some hair, tighten them together and bring the upper strand under the middle strand. This is super repetitive, so just try not to tangle your strands. I'm separating them mostly in between of the gaps of my fingers, and TrenCita has very long hair, so I cannot braid very fast. I have to take my time, otherwise I'm going to make a mess with this long hair. Keep on braiding until there's no more hair to add in. Showing you again from the side. And remember, when you reach the neck, there are baby hairs in many cases, and you will want to make sure that you don't hurt your model, okay? And then braid until the very end and tie off with a little elastic. This is the half up style. Here I just tacked one braid into the other like I love to do it, because my daughter is a teenager and she does not like bows or ribbons or whatever. She loves her hair like it is. For the second, the deep ponytail style, I'm undoing these two together stacked braids, and I'm going to work with all the rest of the hair. This is what we're going to incorporate into the big Dutch braid. Brush the hair out, use some water, use some gel or some oil like I told you before, and we want this braid to start in the middle. So take the front portion of the hair, comb everything good through, and split again into 3 equal sections, doing a Dutch braid again. Left strand under the middle, right strand under the middle. Separate the strands, bring the left strand under and add in a portion of hair from the left hand side to the strand you brought under before you bring then under the right strand again. Add in some hair, tighten in between, bring the left strand under and add in some hair, and you're going to do a normal Dutch braid. Whatever happened here with my camera angle, obviously cut off the top. Here you see it better. So bring the right strand under and then add in some hair. And again, my fingers are cut off. So when you have more or less one palm of your hand wide braided, you will start to pancake, because we want this style to be a bit fancy, something to go out with for a party or whatever, or you could just like to have fancy hair. Like I know some, not my daughter, but some of you like. And what I wanted to show you here is that at the beginning, because TrenCita does not like the hair to be so high in the front and the braid so big, I'm taking only the crown hair until I reach more or less the end of her upper head part. So where I normally would tie off a ponytail. And then I start to incorporate the hair from the sides above her ear. So you see now I'm starting to take the hair like it would go into a ponytail. That is more the natural shape her hair is doing, probably because of wearing so many ponytails. And in between you do some stitches. I like to do 3 or 4 and then I pancake. And here you feel free, pancake as much as you like, as fancy as you want it, and play with it. Try what you like best. And the only advice I can give you, just because of experience, start to pancake just a bit, and then if you want more, you give it more. Don't pancake too much at the very beginning, because then you have to open the braid and to rebraid it if you want to correct something. Here you see how I add in the hair from the sides, and of course from her right side now over the ear, where we just have the whole hair from her head, is going to enter more quantity of hair. But as we switch the strands from one side to the other, that does not affect the result of the braid later. So just keep on braiding, bring the right strand under the middle strand, add in hair, use the comb to smooth it out like I do it here, and braid until you have no more hair to add in. You can feel free. This braid here now is more or less in the middle of the head. That's what I wanted, but you could also give it like a shape more to the right ear and then to the side, if that is what you prefer. But I like to end it up in the middle of her neck. And then I braid some more stitches before I hold it for the time being with a hair elastic. Now pancaking again until I like the result. Oh yeah, I do the pancaking before I tie off because then it's easier. And don't tie too hard the elastic because it's just for a moment before you bring everything together. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm joining the 2 Dutch side braids to the ponytail, bringing another hair elastic around all the 3 braids. And this one now is going to be tight because you don't want to unravel anything. Take off the other hair elastic. I pancaked again a bit, and then I do what I like to do nearly always. I'm hiding the hair elastic with a strand of hair using the topsy tail tool. So bring it through, hide the end of that strand inside of the ponytail, and this is our final result. A big pancaked Dutch braid in the middle of the head, and 2 cornrows, tiny Dutch braid like you wanted to call them, by the side over the ear. I love this style. It has something fancy, something warrior, something strong. But look how my daughter reacts when she saw it. That is TrenCita when she's tired after filming. So subscribe to our channel if you like this tutorial. You find us also on Instagram and Pinterest and Facebook. Just check the pages out. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe, and you see she's not a big fan of having her hair so high in the front, but I love it, and I hope you do too. Hope you liked it, and see you soon back here when we upload our next tutorial. Bye bye, have a great day.